Hello, it's History Boy, and yeah, it's that time of week, innit? Um, Fun facts, of course. Um, there's a whole rigmarole thing, but for all those of you that already have seen my episodes, but for any newcomers that are checking out my videos and they're interested and want to subscribe and all that. Um, Freeform jazz. That was my Patrick Starr impression. So, just that. Just stretching out in bed. Um, yeah, mainly sciatica stuff. I've been quite active. Also, um, changes in weather pressure don't really help. Um, had a pint to celebrate. Job interview going well about a digital marketer thing. Um, so there'll be more dosh coming in for me within 2-ish weeks. Anyway, let's get started with this week's let's say four. It's four fun facts every Friday, all in separate, one at a time episode segments because one because I like doing that. There's like a pattern of uniqueness formula to it, and two, um, my my Samsung devices seem to be a bit funny about recording times. Um, I mean, on this phone I'm using, it only goes up to for a single video, 45 minutes and 36 seconds. So I'm gonna crack on with a fact I kind of just looked back up. Um, yeah, so Japanese people and Koreans uh, use the word pan for bread, and if I think also maybe Filipinos too, which makes sense. But it's basically because um, of the Jesuit thing. Um, I mean, you know what I'm talking about if you've ever seen the movie Silence, which is really good by Martin Scorsese of all people. I think they were for some reason in that film they were Portuguese. In real life they were Italian. In the actual event they were Italian. But for some reason Scorsese decided to change the origin of them. Anyway, really good stuff. From what I remember, Andrew Garfield, Liam Neeson, who I'm proudly named after, knocking it out of the park. Um, one of the slow films, but it's just that kind of one of those things where it's like a unique lost thing that people go into a place and actually successfully bringing a creed and a culture to a very inhospitable place for outsiders. So yeah, because this was in Japan, but also there's Koreans are Christians too, but I think that's because of later on when the Japanese took over parts of Korea. Not sure if they ever took over like North Korea. I think it tends to be more like Japanese leftover Japanese culture and probably ancestry in the south. Um, yeah, nowadays they seem to be a lot more Christian than the Japanese were for a few hundred years. Um, yeah, because they were because there were the Portuguese and the Italian Jesuits, and some of them managed to. Quite a few of them, at least Andrew Garfield's guy, I forget his name. managed to permanently, you know, permanently. Found my words. I'm tired. I know I had a pint earlier. Yeah, he managed to found like a quite a long-standing Christian community in some village in Japan. But yeah, the whole pan thing. Yeah, Koreans and Japanese use that word because um, this was like the neck of the woods where um, even with trade and stuff a bit later on, and maybe they didn't there was no bread. There was no bread in the Far East until like you know the connections with like the Philippines and Spaniards and other people and Portuguese people and Italians. So basically, they told them what bread was in there in the Mediterranean Latin kind of languages. They all have the same word, pan in Portuguese. Uh, well, in in Italian it's panna, but I think they just settled on one word, did the Japanese and the Koreans. So yeah, that's it for this first episode of the week. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the second one of this week. Peace out. I really just say peace out. Hippies are coming back into fashion, I guess. Bye.